So I take this chance to welcome you back to the channel, and thank you for always coming by. It is of great importance and it means a lot to me. Aside from that, I'd like to make sure that I enrich you with the kind of information you need, especially if you're someone who's looking to get into a small business, starting up or maintaining it, whether it is something you do full-time or something that you've just started and you're doing it as a side hustle. I'm glad and confident to tell you that you're in the right place, because here you'll get to learn some of the tips that you not find on the internet or anywhere else very easily. I'll be very plain and frank to you, and I will not hide any information, especially if it is something that I've had first-hand experience in. My friends call me a jack of all trades because I've tried my hand in most of these small businesses that you may think of. Many of them, some of them you'll not even believe it, but I'll keep sharing them on this channel, so that gives you enough reason to make sure that you always return to see what I've updated for you. Karibu. So today I'll get on straight to the point and talk about how you can boost sales in your gas retail business. Assuming you've watched the other video that I talked about how you can start a gas retail business. So now today you've started it already. How do you make sure that you're making sales and not losses? Right now the competition is very stiff. You'll notice that many people have gotten into the gas retail business. Even right where you are, you can just do a small cross-sectional survey, a very quick one, and just walk a few meters from where you stand. You'll not fail to realize some depots where gas cylinders have been displayed. So that means that most people are getting into this business, and from here, say, people on the street say that it has profit. But then, how do you make sure that profits come your way? It is not just a matter of setting up a business and starting off and that you'll realize profits in that manner. There are some tips that you need to use. There are some tricks that you need to implement so that you are able to realize these sales. And this is what I'm going to share in this edition. So, karibu. So, on to tip number 1, marketing. I cannot overstress about marketing. Marketing is very important. It is the main thing that will boost your sales. By marketing, I mean that you have to advertise. So advertising will entail you sending information to your potential clients or that you are selling gas and which brands you have in stock. So mostly I do this through WhatsApp, because I have most of the contacts of those clients who've been buying gas from my shop. So I think this is a very good model that you can use to make sure that you are in contact with your clients all the time. So using your WhatsApp status, you can be posting these brands that you have in stock and any other information that you may want to entice your clients with. Yes, you put them on your WhatsApp status, and that means that you have to have a separate number for your business. So you separate your personal number from your business number, because you do not want to post things that are a bit personal on your WhatsApp status and then the next day you are trying to convince customers that you are very professional and you are selling gas. So those two have to be very distinct. Then through this you can tell them whatever offers are there, or you can tell them change of prices. Number 2, you can also buy bulk texts from your network provider, so that once in a while your clients are receiving texts that tell them and remind them about your shop. They tell them the kind of services that you're offering, the prices, and your availability. On marketing, again, a very common practice that is amongst gas retailers is that you make stickers that have your phone number and then the gas brands probably that you're having in stock, and then you go around and you stick them on clients' gates or on potential clients' gates. Some of your clients will not like it so much because some of these gates are newly painted, and having stickers on the gate doesn't look really nice, but most of the time that is what happens. When you're sticking yours, you just respect the other person's stickers and you don't remove them. That is at least what I do. It's a free market for everyone. You don't have to bring anyone down so that you shine. There is enough market for everyone. So you just find a spot. Most of the time you can just ask the owner of the premise if they can allow you to put your sticker there. Then life goes on. And then another method that I've devised is that because the competition is stiff, you get and open the you know, that lid that is usually there on the gates where you want to put your hand inside and open the part. So recently I've discovered that this one lasts longer because competitors will not come and pull it out. But in any case, you can just request the owner, then you put it on the gate and you're good to go. If the business is yours, it will come. Because as you learn on this point that I'm about to share now, services, the best way that you can advertise your business is through the kind of services that you provide. I cannot stress this any more than this. You know, the way you handle your customers, the way you receive the calls when they call. How soon do you receive the calls? As soon as the phone starts ringing. How do you talk to them? Courtesy. How do you respond? Let's say someone wanted gas, and you have 3 deliveries to do. How do you respond to them so that you don't keep them waiting, hoping that you get there very fast and then you end up going there 1 hour later? These are some of the habits that put off clients. So you have to be truthful, you have to be with a lot of courtesy, and then you have to act fast. That, with other things that you'll realize when you're delivering service to a client, is the best way you can ever market your business. And then you can also use stickers on the cylinders. So the sticker has your name, it has probably your location and the phone number, so that the gas that you deliver, once it is finished, the client can easily read the number and then call you again for a refill. Another point you can use is have offers. You know, who does not like offers? You can give clients discounts or you can give them offers. So once in a while, what I've done in the past is that I get maybe a bar soap and then I attach it to the gas, so that I say, in case you're buying a 13 kg cylinder or you're refilling it, then you'll have to get a chance to get, you know, something on top, maybe a bar soap or anything that you deem right for that occasion. So I think this is also something that puts a lot of faith in your clients or in your potential clients. They feel like you are appreciating them. It's not just a matter of them buying from you. You're also feeling the importance of their presence in your business. And so it has a kickback effect. Yeah, it does. And last but not the least, in marketing, you need to have a very, very clean and wonderful display. This one cannot be overstressed again. You know, you have to have a display where someone senses organization. You cannot have all your gases mixed up. You know, you have all the brands mixed up and it looks like a cocktail juice of something. You need to differentiate each and every brand that you have in your shop, so that you don't mix the green ones with the blue ones, you don't mix the blue ones with the orange ones. It looks confusing. What you need to do, if you have quite a number of cylinders, you identify the brands, because even the clients identify with their particular brands. You'll realize that very few people come with an intention of wanting to switch their brands for another. Most people maintain their brands. You will have that some brands which are ranking quite high in the market today, most of these people maintain, whether the prices are up or down. I rarely find them wanting to switch to other brands because they have a lot of faith and trust in that. So you want to maintain this trust by making sure that you isolate their brands from the rest of the brands. So you put the green ones together, you put the orange one together, you put any other brands together, so that someone comes and identifies with whatever brand they are used to. And then the second point that you'll use as a tip is focusing on pricing. As of recent, you've realized that there have been very unstable price fluctuations in Kenya, especially. I speak about my country. I don't know about the other countries. We've had gas prices fluctuating from, let's say, 1,250 to up to 1,450. So how does this affect you as a gas retailer? It affects you in terms of stock. It means that if there are unprojected price fluctuations and you had stock which you had supplied to your shop with the previous prices, then you'll gain. You'll gain if you're about to adjust your prices up immediately, but that is not what is actually supposed to be done. If you want to have your customers retaining their trust in you, then you have to make sure that the stock that you took with the previous price that was actually lower, you still dispose them at the same price that you would even if there were no price fluctuations upwards. So that will make sure that these clients have trust in you. And then when the prices go down again, that is where you'll suffer. So sometimes you have to bear the cross for your clients. But as we've witnessed, the prices have always been going up, and even if they go down, then it is just by a small margin that if you had to take that up, then it will not be very significant in your business. So pricing, you have to be very alert so that you know how best you can retail to your clients. And then you also have to be very sensitive so that you do not overprice your products. Given that there are many retailers getting into this business every day, you have to calculate a profit that makes sense to you so that you are able to pay your workers if you have any, and you're also able to pay rent. You're also able to have something to yourself, because as the owner of the business, you have to, you want to make profit. That is why you are in business in the first place. So the pricing has to be very well measured, not too high, not too low. Then on to tip number 3 on how you can boost your gas sales is that you have to be very consistent. Very consistent. Consistent means that you have to be available at specific times that are well known to your clients. So it means that if you're usually opening shop at, let's say, 7 a.m. and you're closing up at 9 p.m., make sure that you're available at these times every day. Yes, that is it, because clients want to depend on you. Over time, you'll realize that they depend on you. They even know the days that you open, the times that you open. So consistency comes in terms of time, it comes in terms of the days that you open, it also comes in terms of the time, your availability on phone. Now that you have a specific number for the business, how available are you? Are clients calling and you're not picking up, and then later you have excuses, oh, I've taken gas to someone else? It does not matter to this client. What matters to them is that they call and find you. So you would have to devise a method where you are able to receive phone calls consistently and you are able to hear what they want. So that boosts their confidence in you, and in turn you have improved, if not consistent, sales. You also have to be consistent in the availability of gas. Sometimes you run out of stock. That means that you have to stay on top of the game all the time so that you monitor your stock. As soon as you're going low on one of the brands, you make sure that you call your suppliers so that they add on to your stock, so that your clients are able to find the brand that they need anytime that they call. You also need to be consistent with advertisement. You don't advertise today and then you disappear for 3 months, then you come back again to advertise. It creates a communication breakdown, and people are nowadays on their phones 3/4 of the time. So if they keep seeing you on your WhatsApp status, they know that this person is available. Anytime I'll need gas, I'll call them. And with that, you'll realize again a boosted sales. Tip number 4. Make sure that your cylinders are clean. You'll realize that there are some brands that supply their gases in very dirty cylinders, very dirty. Sometimes you find food remains, sometimes you find spillages on the cylinders, and you just have to take it upon yourself to make sure that you clean the cylinders, clean off the ooze, clean off the cooking oil, so that your cylinders are clean. Who does not want a clean cylinder? Assuming you've just refilled your cylinder today and it is oily from the previous user, you'll not like that. So make sure your cylinders are clean. As soon as you receive them from your suppliers, you have to wipe them thoroughly with soapy water, and then you dry them up. And then as they stay in your shop also, you'll realize that they accrue a lot of dust. So before you deliver, you have to make sure that you dust them, and then you put your sticker on a very clean cylinder. That again will boost your sales in a way that you've never imagined. And then hold on before you click an exit button on this video. I'm almost winding up. And one more tip that you have to know, one more tip that you'll have to implement in your shop is that you'll have to accommodate clients who are not paying by cash. Nowadays, you'll realize that not many people walk around with cash money in their pockets. And considering that you're delivering gas to their homes, they want the gas delivered first before they pay. So cash is not just the only option. So you have to devise a method where you accommodate non-cash paying clients. That means that you have to implement any of these monetary mobile paying services. And if not, you have to attach maybe the way they pay to your bank account. Usually this one brings a lot of confusion because the steps are quite exaggerated. So you find a simple method where your clients have a very minimal chance of confusing numbers. Yes, and they're in the market. If you research, you'll find them. They help boost sales in your shop. And on to my last tip for today. The last tip that you can use to ensure that you're having good sales is that you need to treat your employees well. Treat your employees well. If you have someone running the shop on your behalf, treat them well. Be human to them. Give them off days. Congratulate them when they do well. Because if you do not, then it means that implementing tip number 1 to tip number 4 will definitely not work. Unless you are lucky enough and you're running this business yourself, then you'll be able to implement these tips. But if you're having someone running the show for you, you just have to treat them well, pay them well, encourage them, and then they'll make sure that they observe the tips that I've shared with you. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to realize sales and everyone goes home happy. And so with that, I come to the end of today's edition. I'm sorry that it's taken quite a long time, but I'm happy that I've communicated these tips to you. I hope you get to use them in your business, and I hope that you realize sales. In case you are running such a business already, you can share in the comment section below so that I'm able to know the kind of tips that you use in your shop and how well they are working for you. In the meantime, I wish you happy selling. Thank you, and thank you for watching the show. Till the next edition, it is goodbye for now.